In this video, I'm going to show you a very innovative and inexpensive backup weapon that any serious prepper and tactically minded person will absolutely love, right after the channel intro. Remember, you are ultimately responsible for protecting yourself and for providing for yourself. Live your life with honor and integrity, and always be the wolf hunter. Don't be the sheep, and never be the wolf. Welcome to this community. I'm an avid prepper, an oath keeper, and I'm certified to teach firearms and the use of deadly force through my state's police academy. If you want to learn true prepping skills and how to protect yourself without getting arrested, then please subscribe to this channel.
I want to introduce to you a longtime prepping partner of mine. Name of his channel is Responsible Patriot. He's a good guy. Check his channel out if you get a chance. I'll put a link to it above in the cards and down in the description box too. And today we're going to talk about something that I consider to be a must-have for anybody that considers themselves a serious prepper or somebody that's serious about self-defense and being able to defend themselves in different situations. One deadly assault that I was in, it was just boom. I mean, the guy was just on top of me. We were down on the ground. He had me in a headlock. This is while I was on duty. I couldn't reach my firearm. I was trying to hammer fist him into the testicles. It didn't affect him, you know. I ended up breaking my nose, peeling his arm, getting myself out of that headlock. But it at least made my nose bleed, you know.
Close and dirty.
So it was. My point is, a lot of these deadly force situations, they're sudden. The bad guy doesn't want you to come up with a plan of action. The bad guy wants his assault to overcome you as easy as possible for him. So many times these deadly force situations just be boom, and all of a sudden you're upright, and then the next second you're down on the ground. If you can't reach your weapon, is your backup weapon, whether it's a gun or a knife, is your backup weapon. If you can't reach your main weapon because of this assault, maybe the bad guy's got you pinned down on the ground, maybe he's got you pinned up into a corner, whatever. If you can't reach your primary weapon, will you be able to reach your backup weapon? Wherever you carry your backup weapon needs to be someplace else, not in the same general area as your backup weapon. Does that make sense?
Now, I've seen guys carry guns as backup weapons in ankle holsters, and I've seen them carry them on the inside of their ankle. And I'll ask them, if you can't reach your primary weapon, will you still be able to reach and deploy your backup gun from the inside of your ankle? Maybe or maybe not. But we just have to think tactically about where we're putting our backup weapons on our bodies. We have to make sure that we're going to be able to deploy it when that moment of truth arrives.
All right, so something that I like to carry, and I carry this quite a bit while I'm on duty. To show this, I've had to have the shirt off that actually has the collar. But something I like to carry is what it's called a multi-accessible knife, where you can reach anywhere, and it fits to the back of your t-shirt here, and I'll put better pictures, more clear pictures so you can see how it works. But it's a very unusual place for a knife to be kept. And again, it's just an unusual place for it. If I can't reach my gun, I can reach back here with both my left hand and my right hand for quick deployment of this little push dagger. Now, this may or may not kill somebody, but what it is a good mind changer.
Now, that is a downside of this backup weapon, is that to keep it concealed, that you have to wear something with a collar on it. Otherwise, it's very simple. Also, I cannot take credit for this design. Somebody else thought of this, and I'm just passing this information off to you.
Alright, so right here, I would have a hard time reaching my gun. Your legs here, I would have a hard time maybe even reaching your backup weapon. But here, I could reach this knife and make a quick mind changer. If I'm having to cover myself because you're throwing down punches at me, I can still reach this while protecting my face, come back out with a knife, and start causing a mind changer towards you.
I use the Cold Steel Best Pal Push Dagger. I like that its sheath has just enough retention to keep the knife from accidentally falling out. And I also like that the sheath doesn't have a strap to act as retention, since having to undo a strap during a high stress moment would be considered a fine motor skill, which is something that usually goes out the window when you're faced with life or death. The way it attaches to your shirt is very simple. While I've only got the one knife, I've got several shirts outfitted to carry the knife. So I'm going to use a white t-shirt to show how it works, since it will probably be easier to see against the white background. But you simply just use self-adhesive Velcro to attach the Velcro to the knife's sheath, and then sew the female Velcro to the back of your shirt. This allows you to then attach the knife to the back of your shirt right below your collar, and because it's Velcro, you can adjust it up and down to fit your reach.
So while a little edged weapon like that's not going to kill somebody, it's a mind changer. If you're in a position where somebody's really trying to kill you and they've got you pinned up in a way that you can't reach your primary weapon, being able to reach something like that to change their mind to where they back off from you enough to give you some distance to go to your primary weapon is kind of why I carry that little push dagger back here where I do. Again, it's just a backup weapon. I've never had to use it in my career, but it's there if I need it.
9 times out of 10, if you cause a serious bodily injury to somebody, their mind is going to tell them to stop what they're doing and focus on attending to that wound more so than it will be to continue whatever it is that they're doing.
What I want them to say is, man, I was on top of this guy. I had him pinned down to the ground. I was in the advantage, and now blood is starting to come from my body. I don't think I like being here on top of him anymore.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get up from him and go that way.
Right.
And when he starts getting up, then that's when I'm able to reach my primary weapon at that point. You know, that's what I'm wanting. And folks, this is just an idea. And so there's just so many different situations you can find yourself in. There's so many variables. You can't say that this one particular weapon is going to be best for everything, that this weapon is going to be the best for every situation there is. All I wanted to do here was just give you an idea that if you just, you know, use a little creativity or keep your eyes open for what other people have come up with, make your own informed decision what you feel like would be best for a backup weapon. I'm a definite proponent of carrying a backup weapon on you. Assaults are usually sudden and unexpected. Like you see in the Hollywood movies, they don't have that chance to see the bad guy coming from 20 feet away and having time to pull his weapon, take proper aim, give voice commands and stuff like that. Sometimes, or many times, they're living a life and then boom, they're down on the ground, or boom, they're pinned up next to a corner and they're being violently assaulted. And if they can't reach their duty weapon, right back here can be reached by both arms, by both hands. In most twisted places you could find yourself, you're going to be able to reach this little weapon and change that bad guy's mind real fast, let him know he needs to get the heck off of you. And then once he creates that distance, and then boom, now you can reach that. This person can reach their primary weapon.
And one of my channel's subscribers, who goes by the username In Your Defense, he very intelligently said that when you place backup weapons in areas that aren't normally searched when somebody's searching you for weapons, then this gives you another option should you be taken hostage. Something like this will more than likely be missed by somebody searching you for weapons and allow you to deploy it at a later time when it gives you the advantage, especially if you're placing your hands on your head like you're surrendered to them. Anyways folks, if you made it this far, hey, thank you very much for watching, and I pray that you have a good night.